Hello everybody, welcome to Ian's Bricks. As you can see behind me, I've got a Lego haul, but it's a Lego haul with a difference. It's not something I bought from the Lego store. It's not something I bought online from either Lego or Amazon or somewhere else. And it's not even an auction haul. This is actually a haul that I've managed to acquire from another Lego collector. Somebody that was wanting to sell on their Lego collection, and I was in the right place at the right time. I was contacted. I had a look at the sets that were available, and I decided this was quite a good offer. Yes, I've had to pay quite a bit of money for this, but I've still got them at a reasonable price, so I will be able to make some profit on these sets when I take them to Lego shows and sell them on. So you can see behind me I've got three boxes here, three brown boxes. I've also got two shopping bags with some sets in as well, and we've got two larger sets at the back. So we'll get into these sets first of last of all, should I say. And I'm just going to move these onto the floor, and I want to show you the two big boxes at the back. Now, as I move these two shopping bags out of the way, you will probably be able to see what these sets are. And they're two sets I'm very, very pleased to get hold of. Now, these are used. The rest of the sets that you see are all new and sealed in their original boxes. But as part of the haul, the guy had a couple of sets that they wanted to sell. These are both opened, and both boxes have got a little bit of damage to them, but they are both open sets. And they are both Simpsons sets. Let me just sort of show you inside. So the boxes are there. They have been built, but I've been informed that all the pieces are in there, and the instructions as well. Now, I normally wouldn't buy too many open sets, but these are sets which are very, very sought after. I do actually already own the Simpsons house. This is a set I probably bought 10 or so years ago, and I did build it, and I've been meaning to get round to building it again at some stage. I never did own the Quickie Mart, and that is a set I am going to look forward to building. Now, I will be building both of these sets. One of the reasons is I'm actually looking forward to building them again. I do own the Simpsons house, but I've not built it for years. And the Quickie Mart I've never actually owned or built, so I'm looking forward to building that. But by building them, it just means that I can also check that all the pieces are there as well. Enjoy the Lego sets. I'll then break them down again, knowing that they're hopefully complete, and I'll be able to sell these on at a Lego fair later in the year. I'm possibly thinking I'm at the Hampshire Brick event at the end of October, which is in Porchester, and I'm planning to take a few sets which have been opened. Normally at my stalls and when I go to Lego fairs, I will only sell sealed Lego sets, but I have a few sets of my own from a few years ago. I'm kind of wanting to sell on now a few other sets as well, and including sets like this. So that might be a perfect opportunity, a slightly different Lego fair, to sell on some of these sort of older retired sets that people really struggle to get hold of nowadays. And I think with the new Krusty Burger set coming out, there will be more demand as well for both of these sets. So as I say, totally looking forward to building both of these, and also obviously I'll be selling them on at some stage with hopefully a small amount of profit. So the next thing I want to do then is to start getting into some of these Lego sets. I'm going to start with this bag first of all, and you'll start to recognise a bit of a theme. And the first set that I've got is this. So this is a retired set. It only retired last year, 40477. This is the Scrooge McDuck with the three boys as well, the three nephews. So there's that set there. The next set that we have is another set that's only just retired last year. Another Brickhead. Are you seeing a little bit of a coincidence here? Another Brickhead, 40550. This is Chip and Dale. This is 163 and 164 in the Brickhead numbers there. Most of the Brickhead sets are numbered. And we're going to take another one out. We've got another set that retired last year or the year before. So yeah, I think you've guessed it. All of the other sets in this haul are all Brickheads, and there's some real old ones in there as well, some real sought after ones. So let's get through them all. So 40378, that's Pluto and Goofy. I'm going to stack them up behind here, but I'll probably run out of space. So this is one of the older ones, and I think this is quite sought after. It's in excellent condition. 41618, and this is Anna and Olaf from Frozen. Again, this is a few years old now, this. I don't quite know what year is on this particular set. Let's have a quick look at the bottom. From 2018, so it's actually not that old, but this is one of those sets that's gone up a lot in price. So I've got one of those. A lot of these Brickheadz I have owned in the past, and I do own, including this. This is one that's currently available, 40674. This is Stitch. This is probably, there are a few current sets within here as well as some older sets. So what I'll do with these is I'll be hanging on to these maybe for a year or so, like I normally would with sets, and sell those on at a later date. So there are a few newer sets in there as well, but also there are some really, really old sets, like this one here. This is Brickhead number 8, which was the Hulk. This was from, what year was this from? 2017. That's probably when Brickheadz first started. So we've got an older set. That's 41592 is the set number for that. We also have another Marvel one here, which I think again is another one that's worth a little bit of money. 41604. That's the Iron Man Mark 50. That is number 35 in the Brickhead line there. And we also have another current set here, which is Eeyore 40797. Again, this is readily available at the moment, still available. I don't think it's even down for retirement for this year, so I might be hanging on to that one for a while. We've got some other ones as well. We've got Lord of the Rings. This retired last year, 40631. Gandalf and Balrog. Let's pop that at the back there. We have another one that's worth a lot of money. This is one that's quite rare now, sealed. So the box has got a little bit of a crease on there, but it's not a major thing. We've got Homer Simpson and Krusty the Clown, 41632. This is number 78 and 79 in the Brickhead series at the bottom. This is one, I think this is quite sought after and could do okay at a Lego show. What else have we got here? We've got a Harry Potter one which retired last year, 40617, Draco and Cedric. So the last one I've got quite a few of myself as well. But again, we have another old one that's a real classic, and this is 41623. This is Ariel and Ursula, and this is from 64 and 65 are the numbers there, probably from 2018 again. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, from 2018. So yeah, this is another one of those sets I think that is going to be very, very sought after. Quite a lot of Lego in that box. It's quite a heavy box there. That's one I've never owned. Here's another current set here, 40749, which is the Inside Out. Again, that's one I'm buying myself at the moment, a few of, because it is on the retirement list for this year. Another retired one, I think this retired last year or the year before, from Minions, 40421. Not long retired, this one, so nothing too special. But again, I saw one of these at a show recently, and I got a reasonable amount for it. That is the first bag. There's another bag here, and the things in here aren't particularly exciting because they're all kind of sets which have only just retired. We've got one of these, a 4-pack here, which is the Disney 100. 40622 is the set number. I've got a few of these myself. They don't... well, they do sell at brick shows, but not for very much money. I don't think these were as popular as I'd hoped they would be when they first came out. I'm going to pop that one over there. We've also got 2 of these, which are sets that retired last year. Let's get that the right way around. That's the Phantom Menace 6-pack. 40676 is the set number. Again, I've got a few of these myself. Haven't started selling these at shows. I'll probably wait another year or two before selling those particular sets on. There's a second one of those there. And as if I didn't have enough of these already, what's a Spice Girls set? So yeah, I've got quite a few of these now. I picked up some of these for quite a decent price at the last brick show that I was at. 40548 is the Spice Girls set. So there's probably a few sets which not maybe as quite as exciting as some of the other Brickhead sets that we've got. So let me just move and get into this box here. These are all individual ones. I'll give you a quick sneaky peek and then we'll go into them. So what we'll do is we'll start from some of the lowest numbers, so some of the oldest sets first of all, and this is the second Brickhead set that they ever did with Lego, and it's Batgirl. 41586 is the set number. That's Brickhead number 2. I think number 1 was Batman. We got a little security protected tab on the back of that, but I don't think that's going to cause too much problem with selling that on. But yeah, that was the first ones that they ever did, were all the different Batman ones, the Joker and Robin as well. So that's number 2. Let's see what the next number is. I might not get these all in the correct order. We've also got number 5, and that is Captain America. 41589 is the set number, and again, that was sort of part of some Marvel ones that they did. So we've got that one there. That's one I've never owned. We've also got number 6, which is the original Iron Man. So we've got a different Iron Man. 41590 is the set number on this one. And what else have we got? Getting these out of order. We've got number 9 of the Brickheadz. A slightly battered box on this one, but again, fantastic character. We've got 41593, Captain Jack Sparrow. This is one I actually really like. I'm surprised I missed a lot of these when these first came out, but yeah, that's one that I've got there. Slightly damaged box, but not too bad. We've also got number 10, which is Salazar, Captain Salazar, again from the Pirates of the Caribbean. That's the actual character there. So one of those. So that's Brickhead number 10. What else have we got? Okay, we've also got Brickhead number 11, which is Belle. 41595 from Beauty and the Beast. Another sort of older set there. I'm sure I've got possibly Beast somewhere as well. It's not in this little box. It might be somewhere else. I'll just double check. It's not the end of the world if I don't have it, but right, what have we got next? Just going up through the numbers. We've got number 22, which was Wonder Woman. That is set number 41599. There's another quite an old one there. Again, another one that I hadn't actually ever owned. We've also got number 36, which is Thanos from Marvel. 41605 is the set number on that one. Again, another one I've never owned. We've also got Star-Lord, which is number 37, and that's set number 41606. Again, you can see these to put sort of pictures of the different ranges that they were doing at the back at the time. And just to finish that little section off, we've got number 38, which is Gamora. 41607 is the actual Lego set number, Brickhead number 38. Then we get into some slightly more modern ones. So we've got, show both of these together because they're both the same. We've got Donald and Daisy Duck. They're individual packs, but 40476 and 40377. Brickheadz 101 and 126. I've had a few of these over the last couple of years. They sell quite well at shows, so I've got myself another couple of those. We've also got another Disney one, which is Buzz Lightyear 40552. That retired a couple of years ago now. These sell quite well at shows. I've had a few of these recently myself. We've also got a current set again, 40670, which is the Iron Spider-Man. These are $9.99. You can buy these readily at the moment. They are on the retirement list for this year, though. And one that retired last year, 40628, which is from Sonic the Hedgehog, and that is Tails. Again, I've got quite a few of these. I've not started selling these on yet. I did actually build that one. Yeah, pleased to get another one of those. Another box down here. This is full of some of these slightly larger sets. To give you a sneaky peek there. The first one you probably saw was this, one that retired at the end of last year. This is the Spring Festival Mickey Mouse. 40673 is the set number on that one. Let's pop that there. So we've got some other bigger sets here. This is another one that retired last year, I think. 40553. This is Woody and Bo Peep from Toy Story. Again, I've been selling those fairly easily at fairs in the past. We've also got the Avatar, Jake and Jake Sully. 40554 is the set number. Again, I think this retired at the end of last year. It's not been particularly popular, this one, but I have another one of those. Again, I've got some of those in my collection, but not started to sell those. Another Harry Potter one that retired last year, 40616. It's Harry Potter and Cho Chang. We're up to sort of number 200s now in the set numbers. These are sort of slightly less exciting than some of the other sets that I'd had previously. We've also got the Minions set. This actually does quite well, this one, the 420. This is Stuart, Gru and Otto. Again, I don't think many people were buying these at the time. I think it's because it's probably got Gru in it that it's slightly more popular. So I'm glad to get one of those. We've also got this. Now, I think this retired last year. Again, not maybe that popular. 40621. This is Moana and Merida. And so that's another one of those sets there. We've also got another biggie. Another one that's currently still available, and this is the 40752. This is from Up, Russell, Carl and Kevin. Another one that I've built, and it's a really nice set. So another one of those. Another Lord of the Rings one here, which is 40632, Arwen and Aragorn. Again, these retired at the end of last year and have actually done quite well on value since they retired. Lord of the Rings is always going to be fairly popular. And we have another one which is currently still available, so not retired yet, 40668, Captain America and Red Hulk there. Again, I've started to pick one or two of those up. And we have another one that's still not retired yet, and it's Tom and Jerry, 40793, another one that I've again built. And again, I think once this retires, this could do actually quite well, because it's one of those sort of classic themes that people sort of just sort of going to like forever and ever. We've got two smaller, older Brickheadz now. This one is quite an old one. It's Brickhead number 23, and it's 41600, and that is Aquaman. So that is the Aquaman one there. Never owned one of those before. And probably the best out of this particular bunch is this one here. This is kind of the El Clasico of Brickheadz. This is the Mickey Mouse 41624. This is Brickhead number 66. The story behind this original Mickey and Minnie was, I think they were only on store shelves for about 4 months, which is amazing when you think it's such a famous character that they were on shelves for such a short period of time. But these absolutely shot up in value once they retired, and I think they're still going up in value now. So I'm glad I finally got my hands on one of those. But again, I probably won't be building this myself. I'll be taking this to a show to sell on. Right, we've got one big more box to get into. And we've got quite a big box of Brickheadz in here. Again, some mixture sort of older ones and newer ones. So let's get through all of these. So we'll start with a slightly older one here. And this is 41626. This is Rocket and Groot, obviously from Marvel. So they've done a potted Groot at the moment, but this is obviously the original Groot that they did. Let's pop that there. Another one that's currently available, which is Wally and Eve 40619, so you can still readily pick these up in Lego stores. Another one of those. Another one that retired last year, but not particularly popular, I don't think, 40620, and that's Cruella and Maleficent. Again, I've got a few of these in my collection to sell on at a later date. These do quite well. These only retired last year. This is Sonic and Shadow, and Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog 40672. So I've been selling these at shows and I've been doing pretty well. Got another one of the Lord of the Rings here, which is Gollum and Frodo 40630. Again, one of the more modern Brickheadz, running out of space. Another one that retired last year or the year before from Looney Tunes, Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote 40559. And what else have we got? Couple of modern ones here which only just came out this year. Really like both of these actually. 40804, this is Bumblebee and Bumblebee Cart from Transformers. I bought both of these, this set and the other set, and they're really nice builds. I think the vehicles are fantastic. So this won't be retiring anytime soon, so I'll be probably hanging on to that one for a little while. This is the other one which is probably the best of the two Transformers. 40803, Transformers Optimus Prime Truck and Optimus Prime. The truck build was probably one of my favourite builds that I've had from Brickheadz, even though it doesn't really look like a Brickhead, it's just a truck really, but I really like that. Again, not retiring anytime soon, so I'll be hanging on to that for a while. This retired at the end of last year. This is the 40753, the Mirabelle Madrigal. 238 is the Brickhead number on this one, so it's quite a high number on there. Not particularly sought after at the moment, but it's not long retired. We've also got another Harry Potter one here, which is 40618, Kingsley and Nymphadora. Again, retired last year. Not too exciting, that one potentially. Another one that's current, and it's the Wednesday and Enid from the Wednesday TV show, 40750, currently available, but it is on the retirement list for this year, so maybe you won't have to hang on to that for too long. Another Lord of the Rings here, which is Gimli and Legolas, 40751. Again, this is shot up in value since it retired at the end of last year. It was only on store shelves for a very short time, so they sell quite well. And we've also got this one here. This is the 24-in-1 Batman, or sorry, 24-in-1, the 8-in-1 Batman, 40748. The reason I said it's 24 because it's $24.99 in price. I'm getting that confused. And you can build lots of different variations of Batman, but I think you can only build one at a time. It does also include the very, very first one, so you can actually rebuild the very, very first original Brickhead with this particular set. But these are on store shelves at the moment, only released last year. It is on retirement list for this year, so we'll have to wait and see how that one does. Let's get into some of these other ones here. What do we have? A couple of current sets here. We have 40792, which is the Dumbo set. Again, this is readily available at the moment, but I think it is on the retirement list, as is 40798. This is the Mealin, is it Mealin from Red, Turning Red? Not a film I know particularly well, so have to wait and see how that one does. But again, readily available at the moment, so nothing too special in that one. We also then have the Bright Bomber. This is number 254 in the Brickheadz. 40728 is the set number. This is from Fortnite. This is a promo, a gift with purchase, sometime last year. It's not really increased much in value. This is probably worth around about a tenner, but you know, one of those things. You have to sort of get all these other sets, and we have, I think the rest of these are, let's go through some of the older ones in a minute. So I've got some really old set numbers here. I'm just sort of sorting through which is the best one to show you first. Let me show you this one. So this is number 3 in the Brickheadz. This is Robin, 41587. So I think I've already got the Batgirl of the Brickheadz. So this is Robin, which is part of that early, very, very early series. Oh, and I've gone the wrong way around, but I've also got number 1, the original number 1. A little bit of a dent in the bottom of that box, but there's the Batman. There we go, the first ever Brickhead ever released. 41585 is the set number. And again, I don't think I've ever owned that original version of that particular set. What else do we have? We also have this here, which is Black Widow, 41591. Again, a very, very early one. That's Brickhead number 7. So pleased to get one of those. Where can I put that? Oh, and I've gone in the wrong order again. So we've also got the Joker. So 41588 is the set number. This is the 4th Brickhead that they ever did. I think that means I've actually got all 4 of the original ones, which is fantastic. So yeah, nice to get one of those. Let's have a look. What else have we got that's a low number? This is quite a low number here. Oh, here it is. We did have Belle earlier, and here is Beast. 41596 is the set number. This one I think is a very, very popular one and goes for a pretty tidy penny. So pleased to get myself one of those. Where's that going to go? Over there. And another one which I think is pretty popular is Elsa from Frozen. We have 41617 is the set number. This is Brickhead number 52. Again, we did have Olaf and Anna in an earlier double box that they had, so nice to get Elsa as well. Where can that go? That can go there. What else do we have? We also have a couple of other low numbers here. We have 41598, which is the Flash. This is from the this is Brickhead number 21. So again, quite an old one. And we also have, there it is, number 24, which is the Cyborg 41601. So another one of the DC Brickheads. There we've got 45 left. Let's show you this one first of all. This is the original Harry Potter. And this is Harry Potter and Hedwig. 41615 is the set number. They are Brickheads number 49 and 50. So there is a decent one there. Let's pop that there. and I think the rest of these are relatively new, but this is probably one of the most expensive ones here. We've got a little dent in the bottom corner, but that's, apart from that, it's pretty good. And it's the Minnie Mouse. This really did skyrocket again, like Mickey Mouse, only on shelves for around about 4 months. And 41625 is the set number. It's Brickhead number 67. This is very, very popular. Obviously you get the printed pieces here. Everything on Brickheads is always printed for the little dress, which is quite nice, and for the bow as well. So I think this one will sell on quite well at an upcoming brick show and brick festival. And we've got 3 others here which are probably a little less exciting. We've got 40627, that's Sonic the Hedgehog, that retired last year. And we also have this one here, 40669 Iron Man Mark V. This is one that's currently readily available, so you can still buy that one. And one final set here, another set which you can buy, is 40671. You can still get at the moment, and that is the Potted Groot, Brickhead number 218. So, what a lot of Brickheads. Now, I know you know that I do like to buy my Brickheads, but it was just a really nice opportunity for me to get hold of some really older sets, some older Brickheads. The plan with the Brickheads is to take them to my next Brick Festival, which is Brighton, which I think is the 15th of June. Let me just check. Yeah, so the Brighton Brick Festival is on Sunday the 15th of June. So what I'm planning to do is all of the retired ones, at least anyway, the older ones, I will be taking those Brickheads to that show. So if you're a Brickheads fan and you want to get hold of some of these sets, don't contact me on the messages. I can't send them out by post. I won't send them out by post. And if you message me on Instagram, it's very nice, but no, I won't be doing anything like that. But if you're able to get to the Brighton Brick Show, Brick Festival, that's where I'll be selling at least the older sets, the sets that retired before the end of last year. There are a lot of sets in there, I'm very, very aware, that only retired last year or haven't even retired yet. So I'll be hanging on to those sets a little bit longer, but my sort of buying price for these did reflect that. So I was aware when I was buying these that I wouldn't be making any profit on these sets for a little while. I think it was really to get the whole collection, some of these really, really old and rare Brickheads I'm very, very pleased to get hold of. So yeah, there we go. I haven't worked out my prices, what I'm going to sell these for. I need to work out again what I paid for everything, what the breakdown of each set, because I think obviously some sets are worth more than other sets, so I need to figure out what my prices will be. But yeah, a lot of the older sets I will be taking to the Brighton Brick Festival, and as I say, those 2 Simpsons sets at the back, they'll be going to the Hampshire Brick event in Porchester towards the end of October. I'll leave a link in the description for both the Brick Festival and the Porchester Hampshire Brick event, so that you can follow those on Facebook or wherever online, and keep an eye out for those dates. But that is pretty much it for now. There are a couple of other sets behind me, as you can see, like the Spice Girls, some of the bigger sets, but yeah, it was mainly about the really old and individual Brickheads. I'm very, very pleased to get my hands on some of those. So hopefully, if I get any decent offers again in the future, I might be picking up some more Lego sets. I hopefully won't be inundated with... I do get a lot of messages from people, say like on Instagram and things, saying, oh, I've got a Lego collection, and you find out that it's things that are still available or only retired last year, and there's themes that I wouldn't normally invest in, like Ninjago or Friends or something like that. So yeah, hopefully won't get too inundated with too many people with collections, but this I think was one that I couldn't pass up. And there may be sort of more older sets from this same seller that I might be able to get in the future. But for now, that is pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this different Lego haul from me. Thank you very, very much for watching. Until next time, we'll see you in the next video soon. Take care, and I'll see you then. Bye for now.
Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.